Hello everyone, welcome back to Little English Corner. My name is Ross.
And I'm Rachel. We're very happy you're here with us today.
If this is your first time listening to our podcast, welcome.
Little English Corner is a place where English learners can practice listening and learn useful vocabulary through friendly conversations.
Our podcast is specially designed for beginner and intermediate English learners.
We try to speak clearly and naturally so you can understand the conversation easily.
You can listen while relaxing, cooking, walking, or commuting.
Learning English step by step every day can make a big difference.
And if you enjoy our podcast, please subscribe to Little English Corner.
Yes, and don't forget to share this podcast with your friends so they can learn English with us too.
All right, Rachel, what are we discussing today?
Today we are talking about something that happens in every conversation.
Let me guess. Agreeing and disagreeing?
Exactly. Today we will explore how people express agreement and disagreement in English.
Rachel, let's start with agreement.
Good idea. Sometimes we strongly agree with someone.
For example, we can say, I couldn't agree with you more.
Yes, that means you completely agree.
But sometimes we only agree partially.
Right. In that case, we can say, I agree with you up to a point, but...
That means we agree with part of the idea, but not everything.
Another expression is, I agree with you in principle, but...
That means we agree with the general idea, but there may be problems in practice.
Ross, sometimes two people's opinions are worlds apart.
Yes, that means their opinions are completely different.
When that happens, discussions can become intense.
Rachel, disagreements can sometimes turn into a heated argument.
That means people argue emotionally and strongly.
But in polite conversations, people try to stay calm.
Ross, how can we disagree politely?
One common phrase is, I'm afraid I disagree.
Yes, it sounds polite and respectful.
Another strong expression is, I couldn't agree with you less.
That means you strongly disagree.
Sometimes we recognize the other person's idea but still disagree.
Then we can say, I see your point, but...
This shows respect for the other opinion.
Ross, not every disagreement is serious.
That's right. Sometimes there is only a minor disagreement.
But sometimes people face a major disagreement.
Major disagreements can lead to conflicts.
When people disagree, they often try to settle a dispute.
That means finding a solution. Some disagreements become long-running disputes.
They continue for years.
Ross, when people solve disagreements, they may reach an agreement.
Yes, or they may come to an agreement.
Sometimes organizations enter into agreements with partners.
And companies often make agreements during business negotiations.
Ross, a good way to solve conflicts is to reach a compromise.
That means both sides accept part of the solution.
Sometimes people debate a matter in their minds.
That means thinking carefully before making a decision.
Ross, some people beat around the bush.
That means they talk indirectly.
But others prefer to cut to the chase.
Which means getting to the main point quickly.
In business, people often try to close a deal.
Yes, they negotiate until they come to terms.
Sometimes companies even cut a deal quickly.
Ross, sometimes people are at odds with each other.
That means they strongly disagree.
Often, the disagreement becomes a bone of contention.
Meaning it is the main problem causing conflict. Sometimes people are at each other's throats.
That means they argue aggressively.
Some couples even fight like cat and dog.
Which means they argue constantly.
Sometimes people cross swords.
That means they argue strongly.
In extreme cases, they may do battle in debates.
Ross, sometimes people say, I have a bone to pick with you.
That means they want to discuss a complaint.
During debates, people often make a case for their ideas.
That means presenting strong arguments.
Ross, sometimes a comment can set the cat among the pigeons.
Yes, that means causing trouble or controversy.
Agreeing and disagreeing are important communication skills.
Learning how to express opinions politely helps build better relationships.
Even when we disagree, we can still respect each other.
And sometimes disagreement leads to better ideas.
We hope today's episode helped you learn useful English expressions for agreeing and disagreeing.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to Little English Corner.
And share this episode with your friends so they can learn English with us too.
We would love to hear your thoughts.
Please leave a comment and tell us about a time when you had an interesting discussion or disagreement.
Or share a story about how you solved the conflict connect with someone.
Your stories help create a wonderful learning community.
Thank you for listening to Little English Corner.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
And remember, keep practicing English every day.